Good morning. As we step into a brand new week, the chill in the air is unmistakable, and the landscape is already transforming into a winter wonderland for many across the country. Old Man Winter is making a dramatic entrance just in time for Thanksgiving week, bringing with him a powerful mix of snow, wind, and cold that's sure to impact millions. Across the U.S., two major storm systems are brewing, promising everything from heavy snow and biting winds to severe weather in the south. These systems are poised to disrupt travel, daily routines, and holiday plans, so it's important to stay alert. The jet stream is diving south, pulling in Arctic air and setting the stage for widespread wintry chaos. This shift means temperatures will plummet, and areas that don't usually see much snow could be in for a surprise. Our first system is already hitting the upper Midwest and Great Lakes, blanketing cities like Minneapolis and Chicago, with several inches of snow, and creating hazardous driving conditions. Meanwhile, a second, even more powerful storm is lining up for the weekend, threatening to snarl travel plans from the plains all the way to the northeast. This one could bring not just snow, but also freezing rain and strong winds, making it a real challenge for anyone on the move. The weather can change fast this time of year, so preparation is key. Whether you're traveling or staying home, make sure your car is winter ready. Keep emergency supplies on hand, and check in on neighbors who might need a little extra help. We'll break down snow totals, storm tracks, and safety tips to keep you ahead of the game. Our team is tracking every update so you'll know exactly when and where the worst weather will hit. Stay informed, have a plan, and be ready for rapid changes. Download a reliable weather app, sign up for local alerts, and review your travel plans frequently as the forecast evolves. Airports and highways are expected to be especially busy this week, so allow extra time for delays and consider alternate routes if conditions worsen. If you're traveling by train or bus, check schedules and be prepared for possible cancellations. Whether you're braving the elements or enjoying the view from a cozy spot indoors, grab your hot chocolate. Here's your in-depth winter weather preview to help you make the most of this busy holiday week. Our first major winter storm of the season is already hammering the upper Midwest, bringing a dramatic start to the region's cold weather months. Residents across Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan are waking up to a transformed landscape as snow blankets everything in sight and the familiar hum of snow plows fills the air. This is the season's first big snowfall, and it's coming down fast and heavy. Trees and fields are coated in a thick layer of white, and people are out early, shoveling driveways and sidewalks, trying to keep up with the relentless accumulation. In northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan's Upper Peninsula, the snow is especially heavy and wet, making it tough to clear and even more dangerous on the roads. Strong winds are whipping up blizzard-like conditions in some areas, reducing visibility to near zero and making travel extremely risky. Winter storm warnings are in effect across much of the region, and authorities are urging everyone to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary. Hazardous travel conditions are widespread, with cars skidding and drivers moving at a crawl to avoid accidents. Duluth is bracing for up to a foot of snow, and the Minneapolis-St. Paul area is facing a slick and treacherous morning commute. City crews are working around the clock to keep main roads clear, but side streets remain snow-packed and slippery. As this powerful storm system races northeast, it's dragging a sharp cold front across the country. Temperatures are dropping rapidly, not just in the Midwest, but all the way down into the southern states. By Thanksgiving, even areas unaccustomed to early winter chills will be feeling the bite, with frost on windows and a definite need for heavier coats. The clash of warm and cold air is also sparking some unusual weather for this time of year. Thunderstorms could pop up across parts of the Midwest, with lightning and even a mix of rain and snow in some open fields, an unpredictable twist to this winter event. While the heaviest snow will taper off by Wednesday night, the story isn't over. Strong northwest winds will continue to blow and drift the snow, especially in open areas and along highways, making it difficult to keep roads clear and visibility high. For many, this is just the opening act of what could be a long and challenging winter. Now is the time to dig out your winter gear, check your emergency kits, and allow extra time for travel. Whether you're heading to work, school, or holiday gatherings, be prepared for delays and changing conditions. And just as this storm winds down, the next chapter begins. The lake-effect snow machine is about to kick into high gear, promising even more intense snowfall for communities along the Great Lakes. Stay tuned and stay safe as winter makes its presence known in a big way. After the main storm, lake-effect snow takes over. Cold Arctic air blowing over the Great Lakes picks up moisture, creating intense, narrow snowbands. Snowbelts downwind, like Michigan's Upper Peninsula and upstate New York, can get buried, while nearby towns see little or nothing. By Thursday and Friday, these areas could see snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. Localized totals may top a foot in the hardest-hit spots. Winds out of the northwest will maximize the snow's impact. If you're in a snowbelt, be ready for rapidly changing, dangerous travel conditions. Lake-effect snow is highly localized but can be extremely disruptive. As we recover from the first storm, a second stronger system is set to develop for the weekend. Both American and European models agree. A major winter storm will sweep from the Midwest to the Northeast. The storm gathers strength Friday, with heavy snow possible from Iowa to Michigan and into the Ohio Valley. The exact track is uncertain. A small shift could mean snow, ice, or rain for your area. Some models suggest over 6 inches, maybe even a foot, in the heaviest bands. By Sunday and Monday, snow spreads into the Northeast and Canada. This storm has more moisture and could disrupt post-Thanksgiving travel for millions. Stay tuned. Forecasts will sharpen over the next 48 hours. The toughest part of this weekend's forecast? Pinpointing the rain-snow line. This invisible boundary, often just a few miles wide, can make all the difference between a winter wonderland and a cold, soaking rain. Meteorologists are poring over the latest data, trying to determine exactly where this line will set up. It's a moving target, influenced by subtle shifts in temperature, humidity, and the storm's path. Even a small change in any of these factors can dramatically alter what you'll see outside your window. This battleground zone could see snow, sleet, freezing rain, or just cold rain, depending on the storm's track. For residents living near this transition area, the weather can change hour by hour, sometimes even minute by minute. One moment you might see big, fluffy snowflakes. The next, it could be icy pellets or a chilly downpour. This uncertainty makes it especially challenging for travelers and city crews trying to prepare for what's coming. Cities like St. Louis, Indianapolis, and Columbus are right in the crosshairs. These urban centers could experience vastly different conditions within just a few miles. Some neighborhoods might wake up to a blanket of snow, while others see only rain or a dangerous glaze of ice. The impact on daily life, from school closures to traffic delays, will depend on where the line ultimately falls. A slight shift north or south could mean a snowstorm, an ice event, or just rain. The storm's path is still uncertain, and computer models are offering different scenarios. That's why meteorologists are watching every update closely, knowing that even a 20-mile difference could change the forecast dramatically for thousands of people. Freezing rain is especially dangerous, coating roads and power lines in ice. This type of precipitation can quickly turn roads into skating rinks and weigh down trees and power lines, leading to outages and hazardous conditions. Emergency crews are already on alert, ready to respond if the worst happens. Model probabilities show a growing chance of significant snow from Iowa to Michigan, with some areas possibly seeing over 6 inches. Heavy snow could snarl traffic, close schools, and require round-the-clock plowing. Rural communities in particular may face travel delays and power disruptions if the snow piles up quickly. The worst-case scenario, a wintry mix or ice storm, can be more disruptive than snow alone. Ice storms can bring down tree limbs and power lines, leaving neighborhoods in the dark and making roads impassable. Emergency services urge everyone to stay off the roads if conditions deteriorate. Prepare for power outages and hazardous travel if you're near the transition zone. Stock up on essentials, charge your devices, and have a plan in case you lose power. It's also a good idea to check on neighbors, especially the elderly or those with limited mobility, to make sure they're ready for whatever the storm brings. We'll be watching temperature profiles closely as the storm approaches. These details help forecasters determine what type of precipitation will fall and where. Weather balloons, ground sensors, and satellite data all play a role in tracking the evolving situation. Stay alert for last-minute changes to the forecast. As new data comes in, updates will be issued, so keep an eye on trusted sources. Your safety depends on staying informed and being ready to adapt as the storm unfolds. As if two storms weren't enough, models hint at a possible third system early next week. Details are fuzzy, but the jet stream remains active, setting the stage for more storminess. A nor'easter could develop along the East Coast, impacting cities from D.C. to Boston. Depending on the track and available cold air, this could mean snow, ice, or just rain for the Northeast. It's too early for specifics. This is just a possibility, not a forecast. The pattern is primed for more winter weather, so stay tuned for updates. For now, focus on the two storms at hand, but keep an eye on early next week. We'll have a clearer picture as the weekend storm winds down. While the north braces for snow, the deep south faces a severe weather threat. Warm, humid air from the Gulf is clashing with the cold front, creating ideal conditions for severe thunderstorms. The Storm Prediction Center highlights Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Georgia for damaging winds and large hail. There's also a risk of isolated tornadoes due to strong wind shear. Residents should secure outdoor items and have multiple ways to receive weather alerts. Know your tornado safety plan and stay alert through the evening. The severe threat fades overnight as cold air sweeps in. These storms show how one system can bring blizzards to one region and tornadoes to another. Thanksgiving brings a nationwide chill. Here's what to expect. Out west, cold air deepens with snow and rain in the Pacific Northwest and Rockies. Some areas may see sub-zero lows. The Midwest and Ohio Valley will wake up to teens and 20s, setting the stage for the weekend storm. Even the Southeast will feel brisk, with 30s and 40s reaching the Gulf Coast. The East Coast cools down, with a biting northwest wind. This cold air is crucial. It ensures snow for many when the next storm arrives. The sharp temperature contrast will define the rain-snow line. As you enjoy your turkey, remember, the atmosphere is busy cooking up a major winter event. Stay warm and stay tuned for updates. With active weather ahead, preparation is essential. Stay informed, monitor local forecasts, and have multiple ways to get alerts. If you're traveling, consider adjusting your plans to avoid the worst of the storm. Prepare your vehicle, check tires, battery, and pack a winter kit with blankets, food, water, and a charger. At home, be ready for power outages. Stock up on food, water, batteries, and medications. Use generators safely, never indoors. Check on elderly neighbors or relatives who may need help. Dress in layers and be cautious when shoveling snow. Give snowplows and emergency vehicles plenty of space. Take these steps now to keep your family safe and enjoy a warm, safe Thanksgiving.